And welcome back.
Oh, we're back. Back again.
Beautiful Sunday morning.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Happy Easter, by the way.
Happy Easter, everybody.
This won't go out till Tuesday, so people aren't going to...
A little late.
Whatever. Happy...
It had meaning to us.
Exactly. Happy late Easter to all of you.
Leaster.
Leaster. The Leaster of Easter.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Anyways, you know what show it is. What we learned this week.
Yeah.
Show where we talk about things we learned this week and rant about them. Yeah, it's a fun time. Anyways, just a couple things we want to mention too. We are officially verified on iTunes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we're on there. So you can catch that link on our Facebook page. And I think I have it posted there. If not, I'll post it again right now. So otherwise...
And we can promise you, as far as the audio work, it sounds 10 times better.
Oh, way better than it did on the first episode. This
Absolutely.
episode, I have literally slaved away
Hours
in this room just trying to figure out how to get this audio right. And I think I finally got it.
I mean, we'll know post.
Yeah, that's the worst part. I don't even know. Like, I try and do audio checks, and I just don't even know until afterwards. Like, it just sounds like shit. Like, we did the breaking news segment. The breaking news segment, I thought it sounded pretty good when we recorded it. And then I put it on SoundCloud, and I think you listened to it first. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad.
I mean, it could have been the audio from going through the speakers of my Toyota Echo.
No.
But
no, I listened to it through my computer. I listened to it through my car, through my phone, and guess what? Sucked.
It was garbage.
Straight trash every single time. But that's all right, because now we've got these nice little sound dampening panels up.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned some audio editing skills from the YouTubes. So I think I've got us pretty much like nailing it.
Starting to get a little bit professional.
Yeah. I can't believe with how bad the audio quality was on the first one, we have like over 70 listens on that one already.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing with that kind of standard out the gate.
But if we start with that, like my mom always said, if you keep your standards low, you'll never be disappointed. I'm just kidding. My mom never said that. That was more my own philosophy in life. And, that's why I failed algebra freshman year. So,
At least you didn't fuck around.
Sometimes you got to go through life twice just to realize what you messed up.
They say third time's a charm, but
I didn't go 3 times.
Why didn't let?
I went twice. I never went 3 times. Jesus, thanks for the confidence, though.
Hey, man,
confidence there.
that's what I'm here for.
So
moral support.
Oh, you're just the best.
Yeah.
So nice. Anyways, Drake, what did you learn this week?
I learned that people take MilSims very seriously. Airsofting.
Airsoft MilSim.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, no, there's a complete difference. Just watching. Here and there this week, I've watched a couple of compilations and a couple of really cool guys on YouTube that have been, they've been doing it for a long time and they've been really into it, and it's cool to see them participate in that. But then you see the people that aren't sponsored or just the casual players and stuff like that, and the contrast between the two, astronomical.
Oh yeah,
astronomical. Like it's crazy. It is crazy how cool, but how fucking lame some of those guys are.
You're a MilSimmer, aren't you?
No, man. I mean,
come on now.
Don't get me wrong. I would love.
Yeah.
To get all the gear, all the configs, and everything else, it'd be fun to at least try it, even on a rental standpoint. But
you'd do it.
I would definitely do it. I would totally do it. It's like paintball, man.
It's not though. Here's the difference. Here's why it's not like paintball. Paintball, they know that it's just paintball. When people go professional paintballing, for the most part, they know it's paintball. When people do airsoft and they go professional airsoft, they think they're in war.
You can't tell me that you wouldn't want to see the fire in a 10-year-old's eyes as he's running up a street.
That's the difference. That's the difference right there. A 10-year-old's eyes? Yes. a 48-year-old man who spent thousands of dollars on equipment because he couldn't pass basic training. So now he does MilSim's airsofting. Yeah. So I'll look at you a little weird. I'm gonna look at you a little
I don't know,
weird.
man. It's to each his own. But I just thought it was really interesting because
I'm not.
The back and forth between the casual players and like the hardcore MilSim. It's so crazy. It's I don't know. I think it's really cool.
I guess. That's your opinion. I don't know. I think airsofting is fun. Like going airsofting. Is that what it is?
Airsoft?
What's the verbiage of airsoft?
I don't know. I'm not versed in this, man.
You seem pretty versed in some of this stuff.
I'm enthusiastic.
Oh, okay.
At least.
Gotcha. Well, no, but anyways, I think it's fun. It's a cool time to go do airsoft. But it's when you were talking earlier about like these guys who like do supply drops in the middle of the forest and like a 10-day MilSim.
Oh yeah. They get really into it, man. They bring all the camping gear and they have different platoons depending on how many people are participating on huge, plots of land or abandoned buildings or factories or neighborhoods. And they really get into it. And when you look at it from that perspective, it gets kind of cool. Like to watch everybody kind of work together or push up for territory, like the engagement moments and some of those videos are fucking awesome.
You watch it on YouTube, don't you?
Yeah, I watch it on YouTube.
Of course you do. Who's your favorite
fight
guys?
Compilations in airsoft. I shot you. Dude, I shot you. Dude, I shot you. No, you didn't. Dude, I shot you. And then it just escalates and middle-aged men in gear beating the shit out of each other.
You know what the difference between war and MilSim is?
Death.
You can't debate if I shot you or not. Now, mind you, for anybody listening who doesn't know us, I've never been in war.
No, either have I.
I'm speaking from completely ignorant terms here, but I can only imagine that it's very different.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There isn't I'd assume that there wouldn't be that playful end to it. Okay, you get shot, go back to respawn, come back in. I don't know. I'm assuming that they have some sort of medic system, at least depending on what kind of a thing.
God.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God. For those of you who don't know, because we don't have video, I just rolled my eyes so hard.
Basically hit the ceiling.
At the fact that they have medics in an airsoft MilSim. What does he do? Pick up the airsoft pellet and go, oh, I got it.
No, I think from what I've seen, they have like a tourniquet system. So you have like a strap on your body somewhere, and they have to take the tourniquet, put it on your arm, and it's like 10 seconds or something of waiting. And then you're up.
Shut the fuck up.
Put me back in, coach.
That's not a real thing.
I think that's a real thing. I'm almost positive that's a real thing.
I'm looking that up.
Please do. Because the more you look into it, the more you're going to get excited, then we're both going to pay way too much money to go airsofting. That's what's going to happen.
It's never going to happen.
That's what's going to happen.
It's never going to happen.
I promise you. At some point, we're going to go play airsoft.
Okay,
airsofting.
That I would understand. But I'm never going to get
the full rig.
Yeah, I'm never going to buy things specifically to go airsoft.
You don't want one of those Army of Two masks? Your own personal. We can put our logo on the front of that. So while we're fucking people up, we can plug the podcast as we're playing.
Where do they just take T-shirts and turn them into tourniquets, or?
Well, no, it's like
They actually take like a rat's tourniquet.
No, it's like a little Velcro. It's like a little Velcro strap.
Of course,
with like a red tag on it.
Of course, it's Velcro.
Yeah. Well, that's like I said. That's just what I've seen in the videos and stuff.
I mean, I feel bad. I don't want to shit on anyone that's listening to this that does airsofting. I mean, that's cool.
It, fuck yeah.
That's your thing. It's just like, it's not my thing. And I can understand people who get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Not something I want to watch on YouTube.
You'd be surprised, man. Some of the snipers, like there's a guy, Silo, I think, but he's this he's a dude that does primarily like distance shooting. So he's got like the spring action rifle and stuff, and it's pretty cool. You know, he's got some pretty cool shots and stuff that he puts on because he's got a camera basically like mounted to his barrel, so you see the shots go off and little hit markers and shit.
There's hit markers.
He puts hit markers post.
Like a Call of Duty hit marker?
No. It's like a let's just stop talking about this because it's just getting worse.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyways,
street performers.
What a segue! What a segue!
Well, I was thinking about it the other day. There was but I guess not street performers in general, but just like I was thinking. I had seen an advertisement for this energy drink, and they basically flash mobbed this portion of some city where like a bunch of people were wearing helmets made out of the emblem for the drink.
Wait a second. Flash mobs are still a thing? I thought that was like the
well, I don't know the actual. Yeah, but the actual term I don't remember what it is. So I'm just trying to like use the most commonplace term for like a giant group of people out of nowhere.
Mob. No, that's a flash mob. I just am surprised that they're still around, to be honest with you.
Yeah, a little bit. Just musicless, I'd assume. I don't know how.
Can you imagine being a part of one of those?
Silent discos?
Yeah, a silent disco.
Because those are fucking awesome.
Yeah, silent disco I'd do any day of the week.
Yeah.
I'm talking about being a part of a flash mob.
Mm.
Now, some of those look super cool on YouTube because they have like, a huge group of people, and then there's this song playing.
Mm.
I don't think that song is playing when the flash mob is there.
When they actually just in silence. Oh my god!
Like I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. That's too much for me.
Yeah, I think it'd be super awkward. Like if you didn't know the tempo, you're just basically watching everybody to figure out where they're at in the song or something.
Well, and how do you choreograph something like that with such a big group of people? Like I've seen ones where they do it in like Times Square, and it's like tons of people. How do you choreograph that?
I'm sure at some point it's just facing the crowd, like just numbers pumped into a camera angle, so it doesn't really matter what the fuck you're doing. Unless you're like seeing like, yeah, there I am, right there.
Well, now I really want to be a part of a flash mob because I'll be the guy that just fucks it all up. I'll do the exact opposite of what fucking everybody else is doing just to be like, yeah, that's me.
Fuck you.
Out there.
I'm not about this.
Anyway, sorry. What about street performers?
No, it just got me thinking about that. Like, you never, at least where we are, you never really get exposure to that. And at one point a couple years ago, we had taken a trip down to Bourbon Street in New Orleans, and every corner, it was nasty. Like, it was nasty when we went out there. The weather was, it was real rainy and real boggy and everything else, but it didn't matter, dude. The jazz bands all over the place, people dancing around and hula hooping and shit, and it was like the craziest overflow of culture and jazz and blues, and it was, it was awesome.
Yeah.
But it really sucks that we don't get that exposure out here.
I mean, you just took like the most touristy area where they're known for their music and parades.
Oh yeah.
And compared it to where we live, which is basically in a cornfield.
Yeah.
What are we gonna have for street performers? Here's how I shuck corn.
You can make music out of anything, man. Anything.
Next episode, Drake is going to play songs out of a corn cob.
Bet.
Go
get corn.
It'll never happen.
I will play the fuck out of that corn.
What are you gonna do? Corn flute it up?
Don't even worry about it, man. I will fucking show you that it's possible.
All right. I'm curious now. We're taking bets now. There's no fucking way. But and you can't do. Okay, but here's the stipulation.
Mm-hmm.
You can't use them as drumsticks. That's cheating.
Well, then I quit.
You can.
I'm done. It was nice talking to you guys.
You can make anything out of drumstick or into drumsticks, so that's not fair. That doesn't count.
Look, that's all the exposure that I have, man, as far as music goes. A little bit of percussion.
All right, well then,
slap those things around.
So basically, what he's saying is that you can't make anything into an instrument if drumsticks are not included.
Correct.
Bingo. Nailed it. Anyways, yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to have street performers out here, but we don't live. I mean, actually, no, it wouldn't, because I don't want them clogging up my sidewalks.
Really? You walk around this fucking town that much that you're worried about people?
I don't think I ever get out of my
clogging up
car.
the sidewalks?
No, I mean, they're cool, but they can stay in the cities, you know?
Well, I guess, okay, so at its core, I think it's just the lack of musical culture. Like the influx that you get.
Go to the local, what's that park down the road? There's people playing music there all the time.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I need to get outside more.
Yeah, you need to get off.
Actually feel the warmth of a sun.
Maybe if you weren't on video games so much.
Hey, let's not talk about video games, man.
Why?
Because fuck you, that's why.
No. Fuck you, that's why. Actually, speaking of which, we should also say that Drake has his own streaming channel.
Oh, yeah.
So for anybody that's interested in that.
A shameless plug on that. So you can check me out on Mixer. Currently is the platform that I'll be streaming on. Dimflip961 is my channel name. I mean, it's nothing outside of casual and more competitive games, stuff like that. I mean, nothing too crazy.
Give us an example of a game.
Apex is one that we go pretty hard in. PUBG. Basically anything that lets me fuck people up from a distance, because I'm garbage in close quarters.
So, do you like to play from a distance because you watch so much MilSim?
Fuck you. Yes.
Knew it. You heard it here first, folks.
Well, no, I mean, like, growing up, we played a lot of, what was that, Battlefield.
Yeah.
And that was just all distance.
Yeah.
All distance.
It's a good time.
But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, if you guys want to check that out.
All right, so now I have to ask.
Yeah.
Where did the name Dim Flip come from?
So I think I've told this story a couple of times of people asking about it, but,
Wait, before I ask, is this going to pull on the heartstrings a little bit?
No,
or no?
God,
okay,
no.
Okay.
It's nothing.
You had a face.
Fucking gamer tag.
I don't know, man. You had a face on that.
I guess it does have a little bit of sadness behind it, because I play on console primarily, and I have an Xbox.
Right.
And the transition from Xbox 360 to the Xbox One, when that came out, I was actually using an old CS account, like CompuServe, for my email address.
Yeah. Like the old the mailing service.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's old.
Yeah, like that was what it was tagged to, and I couldn't recover that gamer tag when I made that transition to the Xbox One, because it was an email address that just didn't fucking exist anymore. And I was like,
oh, they just shut the servers down for that email?
I couldn't tell you. I just remembered I had all the passwords and stuff, and I couldn't get into it, so I was like, fuck it, whatever. And then didn't realize that I lost like 160,000 gamer score.
Rough.
Yeah, years of built up gamer score and just achievements and everything else. I mean, it wasn't that bad.
But I've always wondered too, like when I hop on Xbox sometimes and I'll see the gamey scores. The gamer scores pop up.
Yeah.
Are those like important?
Well, I mean, I know there was a guy that just recently hit 1 million gamer score, and he got like an achievement plaque or something. I couldn't tell you. It's really cool. I mean, the guy put in a lot of effort, because it does require 100% in
fucking
hundreds
hours
of games. Oh yeah, hundreds of games. But I don't. It's not a currency. It's not. You can't really exchange that in for anything. I mean, I think it's more or less just like a beating your chest kind of.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's for the hardcore gamers. It's
Yeah,
like a way to
yeah.
say, yeah, look.
It shows, because I know the profiles have like ratings on them too. If if you're an asshole, people can report you or rate you and stuff like that, and you'll show up as like, do not interact or don't fucking play with this guy, which is pretty cool. You get a lot of that in, For Honor constantly. I mean, that's one of the games that I've gotten For Honor.
Oh, right.
I've gotten so much fucking hate mail in that game.
Oh, God. Just from, like...
Well, I mean, it's one of those games that when you find, like, a character that you're really good with...
Okay.
You can shit stomp people really hard to the point of rage quitting pretty often. And the group of guys that I played with, they're all, they've dropped at least 200 hours into that fucking game.
Fuck.
It's a good, I mean, how long did people wait for the opportunity to not only play as Samurai, got the weeboos that are fucking going crazy over that shit.
Oh, the what?
Weeboos. Nerds.
Oh, okay. That's
actually, no, I'm sure it has some different classification for that term.
Okay.
I just heard it someday, and I don't know. But yeah, outside of the samurai, like you've got Vikings, like the badasses of the fucking history, like those guys. You never wanted to fuck with those guys. And then you've got the noble knights. That, I mean, it's the trifecta.
Okay.
Like there's always been those hypotheticals, man. Like, what if these guys were to fight? Well, now you can do that.
But man, 200 hours. It's a lot of life.
It's really easy to do that with that game because it's just learning. It's learning the combos and the exploits and stuff like that.
I mean, hey, to each their own. I get it, but that's cool.
Yeah, that is. Not saying that out loud, that is a pretty big number.
I mean, I'm just, I'm just here to show you the light, Drake. That's it.
We talked about this, man. I don't need light.
Oh, right.
A fluorescence that'll feed my body.
So bad. The way technology's going nowadays, we'll never have to leave our rooms. You'll just be able to sit in there. You'll have like a robot that brings you food. You'll have like a toilet robot comes and walks in.
No. I think that'll be something that I hold on to. I will leave my room to go shit and then come back.
But what if the robot leaves? Like the robot walks in, you click a little button, or you say, "Yo, shitterbot, get in here." And he like comes in, do your thing. And he leaves, takes care of it. Never know where it goes.
No.
No?
I think I don't want any part of that.
Sticking with the original toilet?
Yeah, I will shit off a balcony before I will poop into something else and let it distribute and dispose of it.
How did we get into shit talk?
I don't know, man.
So bad. Anyways, speaking of technology. Yo, I saw this thing on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for this? It's called Project Q, I think is the name of it. So like your Siri, how you have on your phone.
Oh, yeah.
I think Android, I don't know what Android has. But
Android has Bixby, I think.
Yeah, Bixby, yeah. And it's got like the nice, soothing voice. It's like, hey, what can I help you with today?
That's your soothing voice?
I don't know. I'm not a girl. I don't have... It's a soothing...
What do you want to know?
What are they selling?
What are they selling?
No, but it's it's pleasant to hear.
Yeah. Soften the ears.
Yeah, not that I use it a lot, but when I do, it's nice to hear it. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, Project Q. This is a new version of that virtual AI that is gender neutral.
How?
Yeah.
How, okay.
Process it.
Okay, so the concept, awesome. Okay, I get it. I understand where there would need to be a little bleed line there. How do you make that an audible presentation?
Yep. And I listened to it. And wow.
Yeah. Wow. What explain
if
details.
That thing, all right. So here's an example of how crazy it is. You know how sometimes like you'll just be sitting there and you'll accidentally click that button on the side. I know Androids have it. I don't know about iPhone. But you'll click that button on the side of your phone that's like the Bixby button. And she starts talking to you.
Yeah.
You know? If this fucking Q That's the AI's name is Q.
Okay.
If this fucking thing popped in, shit my pants.
Really?
It's terrifying. I mean, it's not. I can't say it's terrifying. It's just. It sounds like a prepubescent boy trying to sound like a girl, and a girl trying to sound like a prepubescent boy at the same time.
It just sounds like a clusterfuck.
It's fucking weird.
Like, I feel like that would be really distorted.
It's not. It's very clear.
Yeah.
But it's just like, whew, that's weird. And I get it. I mean, I get it. Like, you know, people want to, if that's what people want, you know, don't make it a mandatory thing.
I mean, yeah.
And I haven't.
Your proper representation, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done the research too much on it. I just was scrolling through Facebook. So I don't know if they're trying to, like, replace Siri with this thing, Siri and Bixby with this thing, or if they're just adding it as an option. If they're adding it as an option,
it's like a GPS thing.
Yeah, I'll
pay the extra $10 to get Morgan Freeman to tell me where to go.
Oh, hell yeah!
Please,
Morgan Freeman, just tell me where I'm going. But no, I get that if you want to add it as like a
as an extra option. You know,
but if they're trying to replace the Siri voice, you can fuck right off.
Yeah,
I'll never update my phone again.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that imposing a direct separation like that, I mean, that's never gonna do anything but piss everybody off.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's such a tough line, man.
Oh,
I mean, because it's a constant struggle. I could only imagine that being a constant struggle for people that fall into that category or that identify with that. But that's, oh man, to have an uphill battle like that.
It's rough.
And have it in tow, and then, you know, let's say they were to replace all of the AI systems that they use, or at least like the audio for those AI systems with that cue. The fallout would, I mean, something as minuscule as that, something as fucking tiny as that. Who gives a fuck what Siri sounds like? But there would be uproar. There'd be fire in the streets, man.
Obviously. I mean, even me, like I said, I'm a fan of everyone having their own opinion, their own options in life. Do what you gotta do in life. That's totally fine with me. But don't enforce your opinion on me. And like I said, I haven't done the research into this. I don't know if they're just making it or trying to make it an option. I don't know if they're trying to replace but it's just like, man.
Right, that mentality, it can definitely be a pain. It can be something that will cause strife, you know, because something like that shouldn't be pushed. It should be accepted. It should be a fluent part of the system versus having to be the centerpiece. Focus, you know, accept. It should just already be a part of it, you know.
I mean, I agree. It's so weird. Like, I don't know, man. Technology is just a weird thing that we're getting into. Like,
and I definitely there's expanses that, I mean, to get unnasty. Well, trying not to stay. I'm just gonna get nasty. If I could at some point,
thanks for telling us.
Oh yeah, just a heads up. If I could buy a robot to suck me the fuck off.
How did I know? Wait. Before you continue this, how did I know that that's exactly where this conversation was gonna go?
Because science.
What?
I don't know. I want a robot that sucks me out. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, you heard it here first, folks.
I mean, like, I don't know, because like that's something. I mean, I have zero context as to how expansion has gone for like sex toys and all that bullshit, but that would be fucking awesome to just have something.
Speaking of sex toys, oh my god, Texas. I don't know if you read about this. I don't think it got approved. I think they got shut down. But there's a brothel in Texas, I think it was Texas, that wanted to open up a sex robot brothel.
Where you just slap your dick in a hole and then
I mean, these things were like lifelike as fuck.
I don't know how I'd feel about that.
Like, they had noise. Like they could talk. And they wanted to open this thing up. Well, okay, not open
That's
this thing.
phrasing.
Open the brothel up is what I meant. I don't think it got passed. I think people were just like, no, it's too fucking weird. But I gotta be honest. I think it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. At some point, that is going to be amicable. Like they're going to find a way to make that open and to make that like a part of whatever.
Yeah, it's totally gonna happen.
And that's, you know what? Fuck it, man. If you wanna drop money on a bunch of sex robots and shit and do that, you're gonna be paying a lot more maintenance costs than anything else.
And what about the?
I couldn't do it though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like maintenance. Like I would literally, like in my head right now when you talked about that, I just pictured putting a used condom on my dick. That's literally the image that I had in my head of like a robot sex brothel thing. Like as if dude, if you're not in there with a fucking cleaning crew after every fucking dude that uses their robot, I'm not participating.
You think they just like flip them upside down, throw a power washer
down,
power washer wand down there, and just like
like a ketchup bottle.
Hit the 57. Just tap the 50. Remember that? What was that on the ketchup bottles? You hit the 57 or whatever that was. Yeah. But it's so weird because I feel like that might be the way that we're kind of headed in life.
Well, I mean, accessibility, dude. I mean, we've already started declining in our ability to actually talk interpersonally with people. I mean, that's just as times pass.
Facebook and every other social
media. I mean, everybody's looking at a screen, you know, and most of the time, like even playing video games, man. I've met a lot of people that are super personable, super outgoing, super friendly, and, you know, live. You can go and meet up for a drink, and they don't know what the fuck to say. Like they just some people can't do that now, and that's just, you know, our culture, or like expanse on technology, but.
Social anxiety disorder.
Dude.
Not that I'm joking about that.
No, I think it'll get to that point where there will be somebody on a market somewhere that would completely cut out all of the nonsense that they don't want to participate in or aren't comfortable participating in and just buy a at-home suck-off bot. That's literally...
You know you do it.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, I would buy one of those things. Is it going to stop me from going and slay and poon? No. That was a really shit term.
Slay and poon.
The extent I hate you.
No, you know why? Don't be sorry, because that's the words he uses almost every time he describes it. So if we're going to be real and unfiltered, you might as well just say it how you normally say it.
Sandblasting some prostitutes.
You putting sand in your...
No, it's the context. Okay. I heard it a while back. And, yeah.
How much are you paying for one of those suck-off machines? What's your max price?
I'd assume, I mean, what I would pay?
Yeah, you.
I probably wouldn't pay more than like $50 because I'm sure they'll have in some point some fucking compact. Nah, man.
I'm talking like this thing's got its own iOS app that you open up on your phone and you can do the direction that the tongue goes. You're paying only $50 for that? Come on.
Key fobs having iOS, man. That's not impressive to me.
This is like a full interface on your phone that these things are going to have. This is just my assumption.
I guess that's too in depth for me. I don't think I'm a pretty simplistic guy.
You don't want to control what the robot does?
I really don't give a shit, man. Yeah. If it gets me there, it gets me there. I'm not really fucking worried about it.
$50. That's what we're going with.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Now I feel like I got to find one on Amazon for $50 and show it to you so you'll buy it.
Jesus Christ.
That's terrible. That's so gross.
Well, it's affordable.
I mean, you don't have to take them out for dinner, I guess. So that's pretty nice.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. Like somebody somewhere would be okay with cutting that entire portion out. Because that's a facet of just the natural, instinctual need that we have. I mean, if it's not food and it's not shelter, it's fucking. And some people don't need that. I think it's asexual. But some people, you know, have that drive. That's just something that gives us purpose. You know, I need a house to impress someone, or, you know, like I need to be able to drive a nice car. You know, it's a part of society. But it's instinctual. It's the trifecta.
I mean, I feel like instinct is... You want a real woman or a real man.
Well, you'd think so, yeah. But some people, you know, are lazy.
You think that's technology driven? That people are becoming insensitive
Desensitized.
Desensitized. That's what
I
was looking
think
for.
I think exposure has a lot to do with it.
Okay.
I mean, I had heard that, like watching porn, for instance, if you watch too much porn, you either become really jaded to mundane, like missionary kind of shit, and that just doesn't get you there. Or like the expanse of your personal preference happens pretty quick through exposure.
Jesus.
But convenience, I think, is what creates that.
I
think
think that makes
convenience.
sense to me.
Because I mean, like, look at the, what was it? You know, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's convenience.
Yeah.
It's convenience.
That makes sense to me, I guess.
Yeah.
But man, I can't believe we went from shit
Yeah,
robots
this was a
to
pretty big
sex
jump. I don't know.
toys to MilSim, and man, we brought everything into it this week.
Yeah.
It's week 2. Might as well just go for it, right?
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it.
We'll just hit the ground running.
Let's just get some
Set a good
suck-off
template.
bots and roll with it.
Dude.
Wait. All right, before we go though, I gotta ask.
Yeah.
All right. What if they take the Project Q
Mm-hmm.
and it becomes like this mainstream thing?
Yeah.
That you have to use this, but they throw it in the sex robots for their voice. You fucking one?
If I get to that point where I'm buying a sex robot, I'll probably just keep the audio off because I'd be that ashamed.
I feel like that's part of the fun. But
I don't know. I don't know. That's tough, man.
I mean, it's weird.
I'm
It is
very
weird.
specific. I'm very specific. Personal preferences. About like the I don't know, just being verbal, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
I
whatever.
don't know. I
'Cause
don't
you
know if
can't
I
imagine- I mean,
like
if it was-
anything robotic.
Because I
Like
mean,
that. I don't think that butter my bread.
God, I love that saying. I want to say I hate it, but I love that fucking saying so much. Butter my bread or butter my biscuit.
Float your boat.
All right, this is going off track.
Yeah,
quick.
this
We need
is
to-
going downhill really fast.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys very much for tuning in.
We're gonna end on that note.
I'm ending it right there. I can't. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
How do you beat that?
You can't.
You
So
can't.
we'll just.
I gotta end it there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can
we can do that.
go. What else you want to talk about? You want something else?
No, I think
Okay,
we're on
alright,
time.
cool,
Yeah, so
cool.
we're good.
All right. Well, thank you guys again. Before Drake rudely interrupted me, thank you for stopping by and listening to us again. Also, just so everybody knows, we are now on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. SoundCloud will have our extra content in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got like our new breaking news segment that we just did earlier in the week.
Yeah.
And we'll throw more stuff like that on there. Buzzsprout is our main feed. What else we got a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We just got a YouTube channel. That's
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what is that? That's WWLTW. Yeah, podcast. I think if you just look up that, it might be _podcast. I'll have to look. I'll post it in the Facebook page too. But yeah, you can find us in all of those. And other than that, man,
Yeah, that's
Hey.
pretty much it.
it was good ranting with you again.
It's always fun, man.
Yeah, adios.